Oh my God. Muscle rubbing vein. these guys in.
Uh,
Hi. How'd your photos come out last night?
they came out pretty well. I haven't looked at them fully.
Yeah.
From the few that I looked at, they look pretty good.
Well, hurry up, I want some.
Did you hear Marilyn?
No,
She said, well, hurry up. I want some.
I sent you an email, Marilyn.
Check your
I
email.
haven't checked my email.
David says send him some too.
I will be at school tomorrow, so we could look at them.
Okay. I did
I
see.
didn't come to school today because my mom's battery didn't work.
Oh no. In her car, I assume.
Yeah.
I did see one photo. I saw the photo being taken, and then I saw the actual photo, and it was so cute of Damari drumming, and Mr. Brantley like got right here, and Damari just like posed for it. He just like kept drumming but looked at him, and like the photo turned out so cute. I love it.
Oh, these are so pretty.
She says they're so pretty. Oh God. Oh, okay. I'm dying.
Ooh,
It's all right. It's all right. I don't know why I'm even bothering to plug in. I'm not going to be doing this for very long, but we'll make it happen. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want that. I should take attendance. That is what I should do. Trinae, Arya, Marilyn. Why did I just mark this wrong? Oh, you know.
Here's one where I'm making a really weird face.
Is it just like a singing face or like
No, I can see me, like,
you're like, I'll take one of those, please. Like, I don't even know what it is, but I will look so forward to next year. I mean, I'm assuming we'll be like all in person next year, and maybe I shouldn't assume that, but there are so many codes right now for like virtually present, and tardy.
you just
And
want all that to get rid of.
we don't ever use the tardy. Well, like half the year we were doing, like if you showed up for Zoom late, we would mark you tardy. And then the state was like, you can't do that. If they come at any point, you have to mark them virtually present. I'm like, why do we even have the tardy at this point? Like kids aren't coming in here late I guess first period, but no kids for the most part are just coming into like fifth period 20 minutes late or anything. So it's really dumb. And also when you do that, like when somebody's physically present, it looks like you haven't marked it, but you have to actually click on it. It doesn't stay. Present, unexcused, absence, unexcused, tardy, virtually present. It's too much to remember. Just want absent, present, tardy. Hopefully we'll get there. Oh, I addressed this in all of my other classes, and I just want to address it with you guys so that nobody is confused about anything. There's some like rumors swirling around about y'all not having to wear masks to school anymore. The truth of that is an order was just passed by the governor that your parents can decide that you don't have to wear a mask to school, but if they decide that, they have to submit a waiver, which can be found, I guess, on the CCSD website. But you can't just like come to school and be like, oh, well, the governor said I don't have to wear a mask. You have to get the form. There are only 2 people so far who have that form. Me personally, and this is not like Allegro's stance, this is my stance. I think that you should continue to wear a mask for right now, just because like kids age 12 and over are starting to be vaccinated now. So we have 5 weeks left of school. Like, let's just stick it out, get some kids vaccinated, and maybe next year things can be a good bit more normal. So just wanted to, yeah. I just, I wanted to address it with every class just so that there's no confusion, because I feel like so far the only people who have the waiver are 2 6th graders, and I feel like I would expect 6th graders to be like, hey, we don't have to wear masks anymore. And like, that's just not the case. So it's a thing though. It's a thing. It's up to your parents. Okay, so we have this is not your class. We have a diction practice today, and this is actually one of my favorite ones because I am a nerdy teacher. Hey, and I have favorite rhetoric exercises. This one is the last thing posted in this week's module, and it is diction exercise by Maya Angelou. I am going to share my screen and look at this. I really want to tell you one of my favorite answers anyone ever gave on this, but I don't want to like give you the answer. I want you to think about it. I don't think this one's terribly hard anyway. So we're looking at diction, which is word choice. What was I just talking about word choice in? It was a very good example. Fudge, I don't remember. So here's our sentence, our couple of sentences, and this is from Maya Angelou's memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. And pay attention because there are bolded words, so obviously we're going to be looking at those a little bit more closely. Pots rattled in the kitchen where Mama was frying corn cakes to go with vegetable soup for supper, and the homey sounds and scents cushioned me as I read of Jane Eyre in the cold English mansion of a colder English gentleman. I don't think you really need a lot of background for this, but if you feel like you're confused, Jane Eyre is a very famous British novel about this plain governess named Jane Eyre who goes to live with this lord, Mr. Rochester, and a lot of messed up stuff happens, and then they fall in love, and then some more messed up stuff happens. So I think that's really all you need to know. It's very good though. So your two discussion questions. The first one, by using the word cushioned, what does Angelou imply about her life and Jane Eyre's life? Kind of applying to both or relating to both. And the second question is, what's the difference between the cold of the English mansion and the cold of the English gentleman? What does Angelou's diction convey about her attitude towards Jane's life? And just make sure that you guys are answering each part of this question. Y'all have been pretty good with turning these exercises in, but they're not always super thorough. And you like sometimes leave out, if there's two parts to one question, you'll leave out one half or something. So just be thorough, be conscientious. And then for your application question, write a sentence using a strong verb to connect one part of your life with another. And by strong verb, I mean, like cushioned is a really good example. Weak verbs would be like was or said or told, or just like really basic verbs. You want something a little bit more pointed, more specific. Indulged. That's a good strong verb. I don't know why that's the one that came to mind, but it's a good one. So for example, you could connect a book you're reading and your mother's dinner preparations like Maya Angelou does, or you could connect a classroom lecture with sounds outside. Just be creative and use an exact verb which connotes the attitude you want to convey. I'll be interested to see what you guys come up with for this. Once you're done with it, you can work on your podcast project. And a couple of y'all told me that you have gotten very far on your podcast project, which isn't due until close to the end of the year. So that's great. Yes.
About my podcast project, I lost the journal for it. So now I have to rewrite everything over again.
What were you doing it on?
Oh, I had a notebook.
Oh, you're like physically doing a notebook and then you lost the notebook?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. And I am trying so hard not to launch myself out the window.
I mean, please don't do that by all means. But it is terrible when you've put in a lot of work and then you just have to kind of start over. I mean, like at least, well, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe you don't have to like listen to every episode again, or maybe like, refresh yourself on what each episode is about. Listen to like 5 minutes of each one and see if you can kind of recollect what you had written. I'm excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to learn about stream of consciousness, which is one of my favorite things to teach, just because it's fun. And Monday is an e-learning day, which I have some, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to leave for you guys to do on Monday yet. We'll see. So those of you who are virtual, once you get this submitted, you are free to leave the call and work independently. You guys, of course, cannot leave. You're here. But y'all just holler at me or type in the chat if you need me or if you have any questions.